This is ABC7 News at 11, your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Hello and welcome. I'm Scott Dennis. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. Haley has the night off. Our top story, one area in the Oneiko section of Manatee County continues to deal with the effects of crime. The Manatee County Sheriff's Office says Pride Park neighborhoods account for about 10% of crimes for the entire county. ABC7's Rick Adams takes a closer look at the problem.
Well, the Manatee County Sheriff's Office says this area around Pride Park is filled with lots of crime. They tell us they're going to do everything they can to crack down on this very aggressively.
It's every night you hear it. You know, you can hear the gunshots going off.
That's what Michael LeClaire, his girlfriend, and his 13-year-old son have to deal with in this neighborhood across the street from Pride Park in Bradenton.
It's kind of a shame that when we first moved here, we had a plan for, how to evacuate and prepare for gunshots before we had a plan on how to evacuate for hurricanes.
The Manatee County Sheriff's Office says crime continues to rise in the 2 to 3 square mile radius surrounding Pride Park. A majority of the crimes that take place include aggravated assaults, robberies, and home burglaries. In fact, there have already been 97 aggravated assaults so far this year compared to 76 for all of last year. The Sheriff's Office will be adding more deputies to the area as they become available, especially nights and weekends.
The hopes and goals are with the more deputies, the more available we are, the more we're seen in areas that will deter the crime and provide a safer atmosphere.
This news has a lot of folks who live around Pride Park very happy. It's also refreshing news for people who enjoy the park, like Brenda Fulton. She says she walks her dog at Pride Park frequently.
I would feel more safe if, I have seen at different times when I was in there and there was a couple deputies sitting in the park, and that made me feel better.
And if you do see anything suspicious around any of the Pride Park neighborhoods here, you're being asked to contact the Manatee County Sheriff's Office immediately. Reporting from Bradenton, I'm Rick Adams, ABC7, your Suncoast News.
Thank you, Rick. A Bradenton woman accused of killing her daughter and putting her body in a freezer returns to court tomorrow. According to the Manatee County Clerk of Court's website, a plea hearing is scheduled for Keshana Thomas tomorrow. Thomas is accused of killing her 11-year-old daughter, Janiyah. The little girl was first reported missing in September of 2015. A few weeks later, her body was found in a freezer being stored in a family member's home. Aside from the murder charge, she faces charges of child abuse and abuse of a dead body. She could avoid trial by pleading guilty. A Charlotte County Sheriff's K-9 team arrested driver for trafficking in oxycodone. A deputy pulled over Marcus Davis for a traffic violation, and K-9 Odin sniffed around the vehicle. The deputy searched the car and found 2 bags containing pills that were identified as oxycodone. Davis is charged with trafficking oxycodone and possession of drug paraphernalia. The car's passenger, Guillermo Garcia, was on a felony probation and out past curfew. A Sarasota woman has died nearly a week after a crash in Manatee County. It happened at the intersection of Moccasin Wallow Road and 115th Avenue East in Parrish Thursday night. Troopers say Florella Price drove into the north shoulder and overcorrected, driving then into the eastbound lanes where another car struck hers. She was taken to the hospital with critical injuries and died today. The crash remains under investigation. As kids get ready to head back to school, officials are on the lookout for students exchanging inappropriate photos on their phones. The Manatee County School District implementing an extensive section in its code of conduct that explains the seriousness of sexting. If a student is caught sending explicit images, which could include the teen who took the picture, the student could face suspension or expulsion. If other students are involved, the offenders could face felony child pornography charges and even have to register as a sex offender. A recent study shows nearly 3 in 4 students engage in sexting, a statistic that has both parents and school officials concerned.
What they don't realize is that can follow them throughout their life. And once you send that message or send that photo, you have zero control over it after that.
Our charge is to make sure our kids are safe on campus and outside of campus as well. We want our students to be safe, and we want school to be a place where they can come and be the best they can be.
The best way to make sure your child is not caught up in a sexting scandal is to be aware of what they're doing online. Make sure you monitor their social media and have conversations with them when needed. GOP gubernatorial candidate Adam Putnam making a trip to Sarasota County this afternoon to meet Florida's Principal of the Year, Booker High School's Rachel Shelley. The current Commissioner of Agriculture congratulated Shelley and praised her for running an extraordinary comprehensive high school Putnam went on to say one of his priorities, if elected, is putting the spotlight on career and technical education.
I'm a product of vocational education, FFA, but when you look at the needs of the 21st century economy, we've got to do more to put career and technical education into the middle school and the high school to prepare our kids to compete in a world economy and win.
Sarasota School Superintendent Todd Bowden and School Board member Eric Robinson also attended today's speech. Recently, we told you about the Tiny Hands Foundation's efforts to distribute school supplies to students in need. More than 1,500 students received backpacks full of supplies at the Sarasota Boys and Girls Club Saturday. And now hundreds of at-risk children in our community are ready for the first day of school. Tiny Hands Foundation says its events have helped around 45,000 families in Manatee, DeSoto, and Sarasota counties. Sarasota County parents and community members can stay up to date on school events and information thanks to a new app. Parents can choose specific schools to follow district calendars, lunch menus, keep up with the sports teams. Users can also access the district student and parent portals to track grades and attendance. It's designed for smartphones and tablets, and you can download it on the Apple, Google, or Android app stores. New College of Florida's Police Chief Michael Kessie is now a district director for the Florida Police Chiefs Association. Kessie will bring members' concerns to the association leaders and communicate the group's initiative to the community. The association is made up of more than 1,000 law enforcement officials who lead municipal, airport, and college police departments. Time now to get a check on our weather on this Tuesday evening on the Suncoast, and some storms to watch out there tonight, Bob.
Yeah, some showers have popped up on the East Coast breeze. It took a long time to get over here, and you can see that activity still firing off some thunderstorms into Arcadia or just north of Arcadia. And you can see that activity near Northport, a moderate to heavy rain there near Inglewood, Rotunda, Placida, also getting some shower activity. And then this little line is an outflow boundary which continues to drift off to the west. There is a shower that just popped up near Siesta, so we can expect a brief period of moderate rainfall at times and maybe an occasional thunderstorm as well, or occasional lightning strike with these cells. They make their way off to the west. They'll continue on off to the west for the next hour, hour and a half or so before they all kind of die down. This one just kind of building up near Lake Sarasota, heading off again on Bee Ridge Road right there near Laurel Oak, getting some rainfall here, Heritage Harbor as well. Currently, we have Heritage Oaks, I should say, 84 degrees right now, the heat index at 90. It's warm, it's muggy out there, folks. Right now, 73 on the dew point. The winds are calm, the pressure 30.07 inches. We'll have the latest on Franklin as it is expected to gain a little bit of strength throughout the day on Wednesday. More on that coming up in a few minutes. Scott?
Okay, Bob, thank you. A new report reveals a safe haven for drug users has been quietly operating in the U.S. for the past 3 years. Two researchers said they've been evaluating an underground safe place that opened in 2014. It's sanctioned and unsanctioned, rather, and potentially illegal, and has been used by more than 100 people. Several states and cities are pushing to establish supervised injection sites where users can shoot up under the care of trained staff who then can treat an overdose if necessary. Similar sites are legal in countries in Europe and in Australia. Now to the uncharted territory when it comes to North Korea's nuclear program and fiery rhetoric from President Trump. The president sending a chilling warning to North Korea hours after a new report suggested the North now has the ability to launch a nuclear warhead. And then tonight, North Korea threatens a strike on Guam. ABC's Emily Rao has the latest from Washington.
An explosive threat from President Trump.
North Korea best not make any more threats to the United States. They will be met with fire and fury like the world has never seen.
The chilling warning in response to Kim Jong-un's threat to make the U.S. pay dearly following tough new UN sanctions.
He has been very threatening beyond a normal statement.
ABC News confirmed a Washington Post report that U.S. intelligence analysts believe North Korea can now produce a miniaturized nuclear warhead that can fit inside its intercontinental missiles.
This is the most momentous day in his nuclear program.
Just 10 days ago, Kim Jong-un launched an ICBM into space. Analysts concluding the missile trajectory could potentially reach the east coast of the United States, including New York and Washington, D.C. What remains unknown, whether North Korea has tested the smaller nuclear warhead and if it could survive re-entry.
The worst thing we could do is panic and respond to this with a bad move like military action.
But late Tuesday, North Korea's state-run news agency announcing the regime is carefully examining plans to attack Guam to contain U.S. bases there. Emily Rao, ABC News, Washington.
More than 100 immigration rights activists want Republican lawmakers in Florida to oppose President Trump's proposals to increase funding for immigration enforcement. Advocates from across the country are upset lawmakers are supporting the bill that gives $1.6 million for President Trump's border wall. Other bills would add immigration agents and judges. Activists targeted Representative Mario Diaz-Balart in Miami today. They're also concerned other Cuban-American representatives in South Florida will side with the Trump administration. Straight ahead, we'll get back to Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan. He'll have the official Suncoast forecast for the rest of the week. Plus, a Florida community comes together to honor a young boy found dead yesterday after being left in a hot van for hours. To look back on the life of one of country music's most successful and loved performers.
A promise was made, a promise that hit the beaches of Normandy, a vow that captured Iwo Jima, a contract that weathered Tet, a pledge that stormed the desert in Iraq, an IOU that braved IEDs in Kandahar. A promise was made to America's veterans. DAV fights to keep that promise, so all veterans and their families get the benefits and support they earned. For help, visit DAV.org.
Now's the perfect time to work with California Closets. During our Shades of White event, save up to 20% on our beautiful white finishes for any space in your home. Contact us today for your free design consultation. Visit our showroom or online at CaliforniaClosets.com.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
This is an important medical announcement. Bard IVC filters have been linked to punctured veins and problems with migration. Anyone who's received a Bard IVC filter must receive medical monitoring and may be entitled to substantial compensation. If you have the Bard Recovery G2 or G2 Express filter, you are in a class of patients who should be compensated for some expenses. Call now for a free assessment of your case and potential money damages. This call is confidential. There's no cost and you may be eligible. Juries have awarded millions of dollars to people who should have been warned about the risks of the Bard IVC filters. Call the IVC Filter Hotline if you or a loved one has received an IVC filter and experienced a vein puncture or required medical monitoring. You must call now.
Call 800-329-3089. 800-329-3089.
Enjoy some of the best Suncoast restaurants on me. Just go to mysuncoast.com/dining, sign up for the newsletter if you haven't already, and you can win a $50 gift card to a restaurant in our area. We'll pick a winner each week, so go on our website and sign up now.
Now's the perfect time to work with California Closets. During our Shades of White event, save up to 20% on our beautiful white finishes for any space in your home. Contact us today for your free design consultation. Visit our showroom or online at CaliforniaClosets.com.
So Bob is back, and the rain coming a little later than we've been used to, huh?
It's been inland. We had a few showers. West Coast breeze was kind of holding everything off for a little bit, but then lightning, an impressive lightning storm east. Looking from the Van Wezel parking lot, I saw it this evening. This was from last night. I wanted to show you this photo. They came in late last night, so I didn't show them to you yesterday, but this is from Matthew A. Smith, or Mass Photo, and he caught a couple of these impressive strikes off in the Gulf. This is from the Venice jetty there, and it was a pretty impressive show of lightning last night. And tonight we have some lightning strikes taking place too at this hour. They're a little bit further inland though. at this point, approaching the Gulf, and they will be lighting up the sky out in the Gulf too once they move out in there. Nice sunset tonight, lots of clear skies, at least near the coast. We had some inland storms kind of firing up on that west coast sea breeze, and then the outflow boundaries created some other showers in the east coast breeze, making it all the way over now to the west coast. So finally some convergence set up, and you can see that rainfall pretty heavy now near Wauchula. A few lightning strikes there near Northport and Port Charlotte, getting some rainfall entering in now to I-75, although weak near Parrish and near I-75. Pretty heavy rain moving all the way up through Ruskin, so tough driving going on there. You may see some of those lightning strikes from Bradenton and also from Lakewood Ranch looking northward. There's Northport, some light rain, and Port Charlotte as well. All this moving to the west at around 10 miles an hour. We're not anticipating anything too rough overnight, but we could hear some rumble of thunder. And most of the rain today, well inland. That is changing now as the showers are starting to cross I-75. Currently, it is warm. It's muggy out there, and we have a few clouds around. Calm conditions as far as the wind goes. The pressure at 30.07 inches. That continues to rise. The high today was 1 degree above average, and the morning low was into the mid-70s for the most part, fairly close to seasonal averages. And we are anticipating some scattered showers around through this evening, as I mentioned. It looks like a little bit better chances as we head into the weekend. Temperatures right now 76 in Jacksonville. It's 82 in Orlando, but that really doesn't tell the story. It's just that high humidity that's making it feel a bit warmer out there. Tomorrow's highs will be close to seasonal averages, but it'll feel much warmer. And we're going to see the heat index, as it has been pretty much all week, in near 100 to 105 tomorrow afternoon. Well, the visible satellite, and actually the IR satellite now, it's a combination of both. During the day, we can see the visible spectrum, and now looking at the infrared, you can see the storm has moved off now into that warm water of the Gulf. The winds are now up to 50 miles an hour, so it didn't take long. They were at 40 throughout much of the afternoon. It's moving to the west-northwest at 10, and indications are that this may become the first hurricane of the season. We've had 6 tropical storms thus far, and it looks as though as it approaches the coast of Mexico there, it may turn into a hurricane and eventually make landfall sometime late Wednesday night or Thursday morning and cause all sorts of problems there with heavy rainfall. It's moving to the west-northwest at 10 miles an hour. It's going to stay well south of the United States, having no impact there. Well, here's another system that the Hurricane Center is upping its chances a little bit of developing into GERT maybe in the next 5 days. We're starting to see some deep convection there, and the forecast path and track continues to keep it away from Florida at this point. And we'll see how it goes. The next 3 to 4 days will be crucial as far as that goes to see, indeed, if it does develop, for one, and two, where it may be heading. But it looks like it's going to get the bend away from Florida later on in the period. Now, winds out of the southeast tomorrow at 10 knots. There'll be a light chop on the bays and inland water. Seas running 2 feet or less. The water temperature cooling down 1 degree. It's at 90 now. It was at 91 this afternoon. High tide 247, a low at 812. Forecast tonight, scattered showers winding down the next hour or so. Otherwise, partly cloudy, warm and muggy. Tomorrow, 30% chance for late day showers and storms, a high near 93, and the extended forecast is calling for pretty good chances for showers and storms scattered about through the weekend, but no tropical weather around here right now. Scott?
Okay, Bob, thank you. An Orlando community gathering to remember a toddler found dead in a van outside of a daycare center. Family and friends are calling for justice for 3-year-old Miles Hill. Authorities found the boy Monday night after receiving a call reporting possible child neglect. Sheriff's investigators say the child had been in the hot van for possibly up to 11 hours. Police are still investigating. Glenn Campbell, the superstar singer of Rhinestone Cowboy, has died following a battle with Alzheimer's disease. ABC's Danya Backus looks back at his life and career.
Like a rhinestone cowboy.
Known as one of music's most successful and versatile entertainers, Glenn Campbell was best known for a string of hits in the late 1960s and 70s, including his signature song, Rhinestone Cowboy. In 1968, he landed his own show, The Good Time Hour.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Glenn Campbell.
This show had a weekly audience of some 50 million people. He won Grammys and was even nominated for a Golden Globe for the Western True Grit.
I don't understand this conversation at all.
One of 12 children from Arkansas, Campbell once talked about his humble beginnings, learning to play on a mail-order guitar.
I don't remember not having a guitar or a musical instrument in my hand. And then Dad bought a guitar for like $5.95, you know. It was one where the cowboy was up here and the rope went around the hole in the guitar.
His career spanning decades, he was inducted into the Country Music Hall of Fame in 2005. The country music star was adored by fans and fellow musicians.
Glenn
is one of the greatest voices that ever was in the business, and he was one of the greatest musicians.
In 2011, he revealed his Alzheimer's diagnosis, speaking candidly with ABC's Terry Moran.
I'm not that bright, but God gave me a break.
While battling the disease, he never stopped playing and singing, with his family and his wife Kim by his side.
I am a lineman for the county, and I drive the main road. Oh, that's a great song.
But the famous line from it is, I need you more than want you.
I need you more than want you, and I want you for all time. The Wichita lineman is still on the line.
Campbell was 81 years old. Danya Backus, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Disney is kissing Netflix goodbye. The company said it will end its partnership with the streaming service in 2019. Disney also announced it will launch its own streaming services and plans to acquire a majority stake in BAMTech. That's a major streaming and marketing company. The Disney service will be the only place U.S. viewers can watch new live action and animated movies from Disney and Pixar. It will also feature content from the Disney Channel, Disney Junior, and Disney XD. Sports is coming up next, but first, here's Jimmy Kimmel.
Here's a sample of tonight's show absolutely free. Can you tell us how Jack died? I mean, you know that I can't tell you. I do know that you legally can't tell me, but just as friends, if we promise not to, you know, if we keep it between us.
If you're thinking about replacing your windows, what matters most to you? We found what matters is high performance. Our customers want energy-efficient windows built for Florida weather. Windows that can stand everything from scorching sun to hurricanes. Our customers want windows that reflect their life, their lifestyle. Windows that will last a lifetime. We listen to our customers, and as a result, we're growing. So if you're looking to replace your windows, stop here at New South Window.
Buy more, save more. Volume discounts on 4 or more windows.
Credit card debt can ruin your life. If you owe $10,000 and minimum payments are siphoning away your paycheck each month, you can get debt-free in less time than you think.
I've paid $800 a month for the past 3 years and haven't changed the balance on my credit card.
Get debt-free now has a program to reduce your debt, stop the harassing phone calls, avoid financial ruin, and settle for less than you owe.
I feel like a huge weight has been lifted off my shoulders.
You're pre-approved for our special hardship program if you owe $10,000 or more. Upon payment of your new lower balance, your debt will finally shrink until you are debt-free.
My family no longer has 30 years of payments ahead of us at 20% interest.
There's no fees until you see results. So call now, make one monthly program payment, and free up your cash. Resolve your debt.
Call 800-685-6422, 800-685-6422.
Are you getting the most out of your Medicare plan? Are you sure? Many people with Medicare are eligible for plans that include extra benefits in addition to those found in original Medicare. Benefits like dental, vision, and prescription drug coverage. Call now to see if you're eligible to enroll. The consultation is free with no obligation to enroll. In addition to hospital and medical coverage, at no extra cost, you could also get coverage for prescription drugs, dental, hearing, vision, and more. In many areas, plans with benefits are available with $0 copays for many services, $0 monthly premiums, or $0 deductibles. That's hospital, medical, prescription drug, dental coverage, and more included in one plan with premiums that may be as low as $0 a month. Call now to see if you're eligible to enroll. The consultation is free and there's no obligation to enroll.
Call 1-800-620-2254. That's 1-800-620-2254.
Watch ABC7 wherever you are. Just search ABC7 on your streaming device to keep up with the Suncoast from the comfort of your couch. Download ABC7 now to watch us on TV anytime you want. ABC7, we're here for you wherever you are.
It's Lincoln's summer sales event here at Alex Karras Lincoln. Drive a brand new 2017 Lincoln MKX Sport Utility for $349 per month, or Lincoln's flagship, the 2017 Continental, for $449 per month. We have a great selection of certified pre-owned Lincolns. These vehicles have warranties up to 100,000 miles and come with complimentary roadside assistance. Alex Karras Lincoln, affordable luxury, winner of the prestigious 2015 President's Award, serving Florida's Sun Coast since 1978. We're located 2 miles north of the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport on US 41.
Now, sports.
Tampa Bay Rays beginning a very big series with the first-place Red Sox tonight, but the Rays will have to snap out of their scoring slump to have any chance this evening. The story of the night, though, is Boston's Chris Sale. The Red Sox ace was dominant tonight with a capital D. The Rays hitters had no chance against Sale. He went 8 innings tonight. He allowed just 2 hits. He shut out the Rays. He struck out 13 Tampa Bay batters. That's his 15th game this season, reaching double-digit strikeouts, the most since 2002. Ninth inning, the Red Sox were leading 1-0. Jackie Bradley Jr.'s lines a base hit into drive home an insurance run, and Boston wins its 7th straight game, winning tonight 2-0. The Rays' hitting woes continue. While the Bucs premiere on Hard Knocks tonight on HBO, the Miami Dolphins get their first look at new quarterback Jay Cutler. The former Bears QB practicing for the first time since December, marking the start of his comeback from a brief retirement. When the workout ended, the 34-year-old Cutler said he had no second thoughts about deciding to return to the NFL. He agreed to delay the start of his network TV career and instead signed a $10 million one-year contract with Miami. Golf's final major of the year tees off on Thursday at Quail Hollow Club in Charlotte, North Carolina. The game's best are there, and some of them wearing shorts during today's practice round, something the PGA is allowing. Also making news today and welcomed by the players, the PGA will move this tourney to the month of May, beginning in 2019. That means the Players' Championship will then move back to March, clearing the way for the PGA in May.
I think it's great for the golf schedule. I think a May date for the PGA of America is a really good thing. And just from a player's perspective, to now have one really big tournament every month from March, you know, Players, Masters, the PGA, the US Open, the Open, and then, you know, having the FedEx Cup most likely end at the end of August or start of September, it just has a better flow to it.
And Roy, one of the favorites at this week's PGA Championship. That's sports. We'll have tonight's winning lotto numbers right after this.
Now's the perfect time to work with California Closets. During our Shades of White event, save up to 20% on our beautiful white finishes for any space in your home. Contact us today for your free design consultation. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
Hi, I'm Chef Judy. Every Wednesday morning, I'll be with the chefs at the Publix Aprons Cooking School serving up the most wonderful dishes. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast.
I heard about the Dotoli Cancer Center through friends of mine who had been treated here and were very pleased with the treatment.
If there is prostate cancer, we at the Dotoli Cancer Center will find it using 3D color flow Doppler ultrasound.
And that helped precisely identify where my cancer was and some additional cancers that were not found during the biopsy. I would recommend the Dotoli Cancer Center. As a group of human beings, they are unbelievably great.
Glasses and contacts. You need them to see, but they put such a strain on your life, you miss precious moments. Due to new advances in vision improvement technology, LASIK is now affordable for almost everyone, with procedures starting as low as $299 per eye and over 1 million procedures performed by our trusted independent surgeons. LASIK surgery is a sensible, safe, and affordable solution to improve your vision. Our simple 3-step process begins with a free evaluation, followed by an extensive preoperative exam to determine if you're a candidate for LASIK eye surgery. Depending on the results of your evaluation and eye exam, you and your surgeon will choose the LASIK option that works best for you. So call now to talk to a LASIK Vision Institute counselor and schedule your free evaluation. That's a $100 value, free. Call the LASIK Vision Institute for your free evaluation and enjoy more of your life.
Call 1-800-813-0109. 1-800-813-0109.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried, Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Check out My Suncoast Dining on mysuncoast.com, your guide to the foodie lifestyle. ABC7's own Chef Judy serves up her favorite recipes, cooking tips and trends, dining blog, step-by-step videos, and Suncoast Restaurant Guide. You'll find it all at mysuncoast.com/dining.
Now's the perfect time to work with California Closets. During our Shades of White event, save up to 20% on our beautiful white finishes for any space in your home. Contact us today for your free design consultation. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
The Florida Lottery winning numbers are sponsored by Frontier Fios.
Just a few seconds left, Bob. Still watching some rain out there.
Yeah, a little shower activity, so don't be too surprised to be hearing some of the raindrops on your roof. There are isolated thunderstorm is possible, but generally just some showers around.
Okay. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a good night.